rich tradition of Monster Jam in Houston, Texas is renewed with a star-studded lineup rolling into Reliance Stadium for a great night of racing and freestyle action. The Texas fans are out in big numbers and they're ready to cheer on their favorites. Get ready, Monster Jam action is coming up next. Who's ready for Monster Jam?
Hold on, baby! Here goes the camper!
Welcome to Monster Jam. I'm Scott Douglas, glad to be along with you from Reliance Stadium in Houston, Texas, with an all-star lineup ready to do battle. First, we'll look at the racing bracket. It has been a battle to make it into the championship round, and two of the sport's top veterans have been able to do just that. Blue Thunder with a huge win over Gravedigger in the semifinals to get a spot in the championship race. On the other side of the bracket, Tom Metz, seven-time world champion in maximum destruction, beat Fiesta, and now we'll go into the finals against this man, Tony Farrell, the built Ford Tough Blue Thunder, a truck that has been winning races throughout the season, but he's got a tough draw here. Seven-time world champion Tom Metz in maximum destruction, looking for yet another big victory. Now this is a long oval racing course as both trucks come off the line strong. Metz has handled the turns brilliantly. He kind of dirt tracks and able to let the back end of the truck slide out, and that allows him to keep the momentum up. Tony Farrell trying to do the same thing in Blue Thunder. Squares the jump up. The landing is a little bit bouncy, but he's able to keep it under control. Both trucks in contention at this point on this long course. Tom Metz, though, able to crack the whip and take the lead. Now, Metz will go for a little bit more as they start looking at that finish line. Farrell trying to find a little something extra. He's got one more turn to try and catch Tom Metz at maximum destruction, but he goes up on two wheels. That bicycling will hurt him, and indeed, Tom Metz at maximum destruction is your winner.
Tom, I don't know if you have another place to put one of these, but it is awesome. It is the championship racing trophy from here in Houston, Reliance Stadium tonight. Congratulations, brother.
Man, it's such a great honor to win a nice trophy like that here in Houston. I love all these fans here. They've been coming out here for a number of years, supporting me, supporting Monster Jam.
See what a family sport this is. Make sure anytime you get a chance to catch the Monster Jam World Tour near you, you get those tickets, bring the whole family, and get there early. Get out there for the pit parties, get by the merchandise stands, grab the t-shirts of your favorites, really enjoy the whole Monster Jam experience. We're continuing with Monster Jam freestyle competition from Reliance Stadium in Houston, Texas, where the Fiesta King Crunch of hometown driver David Smith has the lead. And it's his teammate who's trying to knock him off right now, Darren Basil, on the track in El Matador. It's been a great season so far for Darren Basil in El Matador, one of the drivers really breaking through in Monster Jam, stepping up to become a legitimate contender to win every time out. Look at this, great donuts from El Matador, and he spins it around and just keeps the move going, and that's something else the judges really love. A freestyle that's got momentum, flows from one move to the next, which is exactly what Darren Basil is doing right now. The clock in the upper left-hand side of the screen shows you we're under 30 seconds left in regulation with a big jump right there. Lands it a little strangely, but is able to keep the truck rolling. So Darren Basil, more time on the clock to try and fill with more big action. And look at the size of that leap. Oh, that was a nasty landing. And it breaks the rear axle of the truck. The fans loved it. The scores will come in at 20, not enough to get the lead. So that shows you how important bonus points are. If Darren Basil could have filled the clock and won the bonus, he might have been able to get the lead away from his teammate. Instead, King Crunch still your leader as Tony Farrell gets started in his run. The built Ford Tough Blue Thunder. The team based in the Motor City, Detroit, Michigan, and Tony Farrell, the experienced veteran who really knows how to freestyle. And you can see it right there with an awesome sky wheelie. Great positioning on that move. Tony Farrell been at this game a lot of years. Started years and years ago in a truck called Wild Thing in Monster Jam competition, and then got a great opportunity to become a driver for the Ford corporately sponsored team, Blue Thunder. And now has been with the Blue Thunder team for several years, along with his teammate, Lindsey Wink, two of the most formidable drivers in the business. Both pilot Blue Thunder Ford Super Duties. All right, Farrell looking at trying to really finish strong. He's had a good start. If he can sustain some great moves over this next 30 seconds, he definitely has a chance to move into the hot seat as the leader of this competition. Nice air and over positioning, but that's going to send him over. But he lands it back on all four wheels. However, the truck, I think, is done. What a wild finish, and Tony Farrell will take the lead. Even without bonus points, it's a score of 25, and Blue Thunder is now in the #1 spot. Well, next up, it's Ryan Huffaker and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. Ryan, the son of gravedigger driver Pablo Huffaker. Nicely done right there as he powers up a slap wheelie and heads right into the bus, but didn't carry much momentum, and frankly got pretty lucky that he didn't just flop off the top of that bus stack, but he's still rolling. And young Ryan Huffaker continues his run in the very popular Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle truck. Again, Ryan learned from one of the best, his father Pablo Huffaker, a team gravedigger driver for several years. And of course, this truck, as you would expect, one of the most popular, especially with the kids at pit parties, but it's not looking very pretty right now as the entire shell of the Turtle is busted up, and it's a total of 18 for Ryan Huffaker. So the lead still belongs, as we saw just a few moments ago, to that built Ford Tough Blue Thunder and Tony Farrell, who turned in that score of 25. Here's a truck certainly with the capability of getting the lead away. Lupe Sosa and El Toro Loco. Big air right off the bat. Now, Lupe is a native Texan as well, so he's got a lot of home state fans in the house who love watching El Toro in action. Look at the air, the biggest air we've seen all day. And that will impress the judges. For the native of the Corpus Christi area down on the Gulf Coast of Texas, Lupe Sosa, a former Monster Jam World Champion, won a piece of the World Freestyle Championship in 2004. And would love to grab another one this year, but right now for Lupe, it's all about trying to win this competition in front of this huge crowd here in Houston, Texas. El Toro Loco on the clock. We'll try to get some Cyclone-style donuts going. Nice job on those. The fans always love seeing a big Monster Jam truck nailing some donuts. Lupe Sosa did a great job right there. He will fill the clock, it appears, that down to 10 seconds now in regulation time. And indeed, the judges will watch this one final move, whatever it is. Now, those three judges who are scoring the first 90 seconds are turning in their scores. And the fourth judge, the bonus judge, is now on the clock, if you will, to determine 1 up to 5 as the total of bonus points that he can award Lupe Sosa, depending on what he does in El Toro. And he's off to a great start in the bonus period. Beautiful combination, and the crowd is eating it up. Now to the bus stack, looking for more air here. Oh, that was a nasty landing, and he breaks the front tie rod. Still will make another leap, even with a broken truck. Beautifully done, 24 plus 3, a new leader in El Toro Loco. Oh, the fans are excited because for many, they have come to see these last two trucks freestyle and to see if they can do better than Lupe Sosa and El Toro Loco, our current leader. We start with the 7-time world champion, Tom Meents, in Maximum Destruction. As you saw at the top of the show, he has already won the racing here in Houston. If he can win freestyle, he'll take home the most coveted prize in Monster Jam, and that is the Double Down Trophy. The only way you can win the Double Down Trophy is by winning racing and freestyle on the same day in the same venue. And that Double Down name comes in honor of the greatest ticket package for a Monster Jam fan, the Double Down ticket that you could buy for the Monster Jam NGK Spark Plugs World Finals in Las Vegas. Tom Meents and Maximum Destruction off to a strong start, but Lupe Sosa put up an incredible freestyle that's going to be tough to beat Let's see what Mentz has got for him. Again, the score for Sosa with those 3 bonus points, a 27. Tom Mentz knows what he has to do. He's got a big job in front of him, and now he's lining it up. Now he's going to back up so he can get a full run. This is not something the judges will deduct for because he is setting up a huge move here. Listen to the crowd. They want to see him go for it. High speed miss, but he didn't get quite the air I think he thought he was going to get. So not quite what he had hoped to do, and the truck, as a matter of fact, shuts down. Unfortunately for Tom Mentz, not able to complete the run. The score is a 19, but Tom's all about thrilling the fans, and looks like he's heading up into the stands because this is what Tom loves to do, to find a young Maximum Destruction fan he can give his helmet to. Look, the youngster made a beautiful sign for Tom Mentz and Max D, and his reward is a Tom Mentz helmet. That means Lupe Sosa is still your leader, but he hasn't won the competition yet because here comes Pablo Huffaker for Team Gravedigger. And wow, what a big start he's off to. No real surprise. Gravedigger loves to keep it on the ragged edge, and Pablo Huffaker comes out strong, as is his normal persona. Loves to announce his presence right off the bat. You know when Gravedigger's in action. Great air right there. Wow, that was almost a bad landing right there as he got into the side of that dirt mountain, but it kicked him kind of off straight, so he didn't get into big problems there. Beautiful sky wheelie. Boy, that's how you do it right there. Stick that nose of that truck straight up and down, pointed right at the roof of Reliance Stadium, and Pablo has given us the strongest first half of any run so far. If he keeps this up, he will be able to grab the win, despite how awesome El Toro Loco was. Whoa, nice save right there. He got up on 2 wheels, but was able to power it back around and onto all 4s. Action-packed freestyle performance from Pablo Huffaker and Gravedigger, trying to grab the victory, and he certainly appears to be well on his way to doing just that. Final 10 seconds of regulation time for Huffaker. He'll have time for one more move that the 3 main judges will score. Now they will turn in their scores, and Pablo goes into the 30 seconds of bonus time. Whoa, smacks right into the monster mutt. How about that? That's saying hello to the old mutt. More huge air and kind of a cross-thread leap, and Huffaker lands it smooth as silk. A sensational performance from Pablo Huffaker. Big air all over the place, and he will indeed fill the bonus time. And I've got to believe we've just watched the winning performance. But, of course, that's up to the 3 judges who scored the first 90 seconds and the bonus judge who can add up to 5 points to what Pablo did in his bonus time. And he's still going on. This is just for the fans. All the scores are in. He just doesn't want to stop. And that's what Gravedigger's all about, thrilling those fans, and Pablo will do it. Look at this. Stands it up and thrills the crowd as she rolls over onto the roof, and indeed it will be enough. The score, 27 plus 4 bonus. It's a 31 for Pablo Huffaker.
Hey, buddy, you win it tonight in freestyle with 31. I think you got a young man at home that would love that.
Hey, you betcha. Little Mikey's going to get to use this for a step stool to get into his throne, buddy.
That's your grandson, of course. He's having a great time. He's out here tonight. I think the fans had a good time here tonight.
Ah, you betcha. Like I said earlier, you guys are the best in the country, the best in the world. By far, there's no turnout anywhere in the country better than Houston, Texas, and nowhere better for me to win freestyle than right here at home.
Digger wins it in freestyle tonight here in Houston. Your winner in racing is Maximum Destruction. This has been Monster Jam. We've had a great time. Don't forget, the hometown boy wins it in freestyle, Gravedigger.
And there he is, Pablo Huffaker, as Joe Lowe mentioned in that interview, a native of the Houston, Texas area, driving for the team based in Kill Devil Hills, North Carolina. Gravedigger wins it by 4 points over a strong performance from another Texan, Lupe Sosa, in El Toro Loco. You get a look at the highlights in Houston, Texas. Just another awesome night of Monster Jam competition, racing, and freestyle. That's what you always get when you're watching the best. Make sure you tune in and join us again when we return with more Monster Jam action.